It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Oakland Raiders. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down, Jacobs. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, it's Jacobs, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
93. Hey, high 7.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, Jacobs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Jacobs, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check three, check three, check three.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Now, 180. Set.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Down, 180. Check 99, check 99. Bang, 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 bang.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Down, 185. Hey, check 24, check 24. Check.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Shoot. Show it up.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Keep it up, defense, keep it up. Mike 50, Mike 50. They gonna need some therapy.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And now he'll tuck it and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 47-yard line. Here we go. No. Michael.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Throwing now is Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check to your mind. Hey, 734.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. One receiver left, 2 to the right.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
From the gun, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. It's our field. It's our field.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. Oh, wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Go. Check the
They'll look to run with Ingram. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. One man in the backfield. That's Ingram on second and goal. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points, straight line.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
637. Hey, box drop, box drop. 808.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3 and out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, wahoo!
They do go for it. It's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up here by Jimmy Smith. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready? Go to base. 51. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Zip it. Motion.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Switch.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On first down, it's Ingram. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Mike, 51. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. 51 the mic, boy. 51. All day, every day, any day.
On third down, Jackson rolling to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Running is Jacobs. It's a foot race. The 40, 30, and all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Raiders. Give him 53 yards on the ground.
And the Raider first down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Switch.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Switch. Hatchet.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
I got one. 93.
Bud.
Watch the run. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we got Mike the 48 right now. Let's go one more.
Back to throw, Carr. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Mike's 50. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Check. Lucky.
Mike's 50. Watch the pass. Here we go. Mike's 50.
Throwing now is Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50. Silver. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Cleveland Farrell.